Hello my dear students. Today video we are going to discuss another part of laws of motion, 11th standard physics. The topic name is motion of connected bodies. Okay, let's start. If any two bodies connected by a string, when force is applied on the body either vertically or horizontally or inclined, the tension produced on the string. Suppose let us consider this is the body of mass, another body of mass connected by a string. The same body connected by the same string but placed vertically or inclined surface. If body of mass m place connected by means of any string there may be a tension produced in the string which affect the acceleration of the body. If any two bodies connected by means of a string, a force is applied either horizontally or vertically or inclined, tension produced in the string which affect the acceleration of the body. Now that acceleration, what is the tension produced by the string, now we are going to calculate in this topic. So in these various cases, in horizontal, in vertical, in inclined, the tension produced the affect the acceleration. In this class we are going to discuss in horizontal motion, not vertical, in inclined. In horizontal motion, what is the tension produced on the string and what is the acceleration's effect by the string due to the external force applied on it. Okay, let us consider. So first the case number 1. Horizontal motion. There are three cases. Force is applied either horizontally or vertically or inclined. Tension produced on the string. The tension now we are going to calculate. Okay, let's consider. A body of mass m placed on frictionless table. The surface is a frictionless table. Another mass is hanging over the pulley. So this is the mass m1, this is the mass m2. There are two masses. Mass m2 placed on the table. The friction between table and the mass m2 is a 0. That is a frictionless table. Smooth table. Another mass m1 hanging over the pulley. Okay, there are two masses, m1 and m2 placed. One is on the table, another one is hanging. But the two masses are connected by means of the string. Okay, let's see how many forces acting on m2, how many forces acting on m1. Now we are going to calculate. See, the m1 is hanging and m2 simply is a place on the surface of the table. The table is a frictionless table, no friction is applied on the mass m2. m1 is hanging. How many forces acting on m1, how many forces acting on m2? Now we are going to calculate. Okay, force on mass m1. If we are going, before going to calculate the force on m1 and m2, first you simplify by using the FBD, free body diagram. It is one of the tools to analyze about how many forces acting on the body. See, by using the FBD, if FBD is used to find out the force acting on the body, if whatever may be the size of the mass of the body, you consider it's a small point mass. Small point mass. So this is the M1. How many forces acting on the body? One of the force acting downward due to gravity, M1G. Another force acting upward direction, this is the tension. So tension is acting upward direction, so M1G acting downward direction. So force number 1. Downward force, that is M1G. Downward force, M1G. Upward force, that is a tension T. Upward force, a tension T. So there are two forces acting on mass M1. Two forces acting on M1. One is downward gravitational force, another one is upward tension force. Two forces. Similarly, how many forces acting on M2? M2. Acting on M2, mass M2. Once again, free body diagram. This is M2, mass M2. One of the force, we know that it is a gravitational force. Force acting on M2. One is gravitational force acting downwards, that is M2G. So here M2G, gravitational force. Second force, the equal amount of normal force extended by the surface acting upward, that is a normal reaction force. Normal reaction force extended by the surface upward, that is M. See, M2G gravitational force acting downward direction, equal amount of the normal force extended by the surface in upward direction. Third one, that is here normal force. Normal force acting upward direction. Another one more force. The body is gently placed on the surface, frictionless surface. M1 is hanging on the pulley, but M1 and M2 are connected by means of the string. If M1 is acting the force downward direction in M1G due to the gravitation, the tension arises here. Same tension is arise in this spot. That's a T. So the tension force acting along horizontal, tensile force acting along horizontal. Okay, let's once again recollect how many forces acting on M1 and M2. In the case of M1, two forces acting on the mass M1. One is a force due to gravity, M1G. So force due to gravity acting downward direction, M1G. At the same time, the tension is acting upward direction. Tension acting upward direction. Tension T. There are two forces acting on the mass M1. Similarly, here at M2, three forces. One is a gravitational force acting downward direction, M2G. equal amount of normal reaction force acting for direction. So the normal force extended by the surface, and another one more force, that is a tension acting along horizontal. So here the T. The tension extracted by the string. The tension extracted by the string. So these are the forces acting on M1 and as well as M2. By using this, now we are going to calculate what is a tension. The two tensions are equal. Tension this T in this T, two are equal. Now we are going to calculate the tension as well as what is acceleration. If M1 is moving downward direction, acceleration of the body is A along downward. Similarly, the same acceleration produced along horizontally by M2. So M1 is pulling downward direction. So acceleration of the body downward. But same time, the acceleration of the body along horizontal. So both acceleration are same. The tension produced on the string also same. Now we are going to calculate the tension as well as acceleration. Okay. By applying Newton's second law of motion. By applying Newton's second law, F is equal to ma. F is equal to ma. Now we are going to calculate by tension as well as acceleration. Okay. At M2, it is a M1. By applying Newton's first law on M1, how many forces acting on M1? Two forces acting on the M1. That's a tension is acting upward direction, gravitational force acting downward direction. One is along a positive y-axis, another one is acting negative y-axis, but the acceleration along negative y-axis. The acceleration along negative y-axis. So this is a positive. This is negative y-axis. It is a positive x-axis. So applying Newton's first law on M1. Now F is equal to ma. Forces. How many forces acting at the point M1? Two forces. One is tension is acting upward direction. M1 is acting downward direction. So, but tension along positive axis, gravitation along negative y-axis. So T, J cap, the component of y-axis, J cap. But component of negative y-axis, minus J cap. But M1G. So minus M1G J cap is equal to force Ma. So M1A, acceleration along M1G. So minus M1A J cap. This minus sign indicate that the acceleration along negative axis, negative y-axis. So acting y-axis. So by using the Newton's second law, the on mass M1, so T J cap, because J is acting, that is positive y-axis, M1G acting downward direction, that's a minus y-axis, that is why minus is equal to M1A, but again acceleration is acting downward direction, so minus M1A J cap. Comparing the component, on both sides, compare the component on both sides. So component y, j cancel. So T minus M1G is equal to minus M1A. Or rearrange, T plus M1A is equal to M1G, equation number 1. Rearrange, minus m1a comes this side, becomes positive, minus m1g goes other side, becomes a positive. So T plus m1a is equal to m1g. But our aim to calculate what is a tension and as well as a acceleration. Now apply Newton's second law again. Second law on mass m2. Apply Newton's second law on mass m2. Once again, F is equal to ma. So how many forces? There are three forces. One is acceleration due to gravity downward direction, tension along the horizontal by the string, normal exerted by the surface. So there are three forces. But normal force is equal to m2g. Normal acting along positive y-axis, m2g acting negative y-axis, but acceleration along vertically zero. A along vertically is equal to 0. In vertically, the acceleration of the body becomes 0, but only the acceleration along horizontal. In vertical direction, acceleration becomes 0. So now compare the component. N j cap, because it is along positive y-axis. This is along negative y-axis. This is along positive x-axis. The component along positive y-axis, j cap. M2g along negative y-axis. So M2g negative y-axis is equal to acceleration becomes 0. Acceleration in vertical direction. By applying Newton's second law on mass m2, vertical acceleration becomes 0. So if compare, once again compare the component. Compare the component. So n minus m2 is equal to 0, or n is equal, m2g, n is equal to m2g. Equation number 2. Equation number 1, T plus m1a is equal to m1g. We calculate it. By applying Newton's second law on m2, one of the force, the acceleration along vertical becomes 0. We calculate normal reaction force, which is equal to acceleration due to gravity. So n is equal to m2g. Now, another force, the tension extended by the string acting along positive x-axis, that is along horizontal. So T along I cap, because the tension acting along positive x-axis. Acceleration is also along positive x-axis. So tension T I cap is equal to m2a I cap. Acceleration, that's a force F is equal to ma. By applying Newton's second law, once again the force T I cap is equal to m2a j cap. Once again compare the component. Component T is equal to m2a. It is equation number 3. By applying those equations, now we are going to calculate what is a tension produced on the string and as well as the acceleration. So T is equal to m2a. But what is a acceleration? See, substitute. T is equal to m2a. Substitute equation 3 into 1. 3t is equal to mta. First equation T plus m1a is equal to m1g. Substitute T is equal to m2a in this equation. T plus m1a is equal to m1g. Substitute T value. So m2a plus m1a is equal to m1g. Take a is a common. m1 plus m2 is equal to m1g. But our aim to calculate only acceleration. So a is equal to m1 divided by m1 plus m2 into g. This is the formula to calculate the acceleration due to gravity. Sorry, acceleration produced by the string where the two bodies are connected by the string, not gravity. So A is equal to m1 divided by m1 plus m2 into g. Okay. What is tension? What is the tension arising by the string T? How to calculate? We know that the string produces a tension in this part, Here m2a, here m1a. Both are same because the string produces the same tension on both points and as well as acceleration. Acceleration produced at a point, those points are same. So tension T is equal to m2a. T is equal to m2a. Already we calculated acceleration A here. A is equal to m1g divided by m1 plus m2. So T is equal to m2 m1 divided by m1 plus m2 into g. Okay, when any bodies, not two bodies or two bodies, three bodies or five, any number of bodies, multiple bodies are connected by means of string. Body number 1, body number 2, body number 3, body number 4. Whatever the number of bodies, multiple bodies connected by means of the string, if a force is applied either horizontally or vertically or inclined, the tension produced in the string calculated by using the formula T is equal to m2 m1 or m1 m2 divided by m1 plus m2 into g, not a, that is g. Acceleration A is equal to m1 divided by m1 plus m2 into g. So any bodies connected by means of the string, not contact, by means of the string, the acceleration and tension calculated by using the formula. See, suppose in horizontal motion, if connected in vertical motion, the final answer would be tension. If vertical, T is equal to m1 m2 by m1 plus m2 into g, but 2. Okay, the tension in horizontal m1 m2 divided by m1 plus m2 into g. Here, if the two strings are connected by means of the two bodies are connected by means of the strings forces applied vertically, the tension would be 2 m1 m2 divided by m1 plus m2 g. So you compare these two things. Where the tension is greater? Tension greater in the case of vertical. It's a twice. The tension produced on the string in vertical motion twice compared with horizontal. But this kind of the application we are using in a belt in a runway. If suppose the belt connected by means of any two bodies, if the belt is moving along horizontal, which lost long time, then connected by means of vertically. Suppose a crane, in crane, some weights are lifting up. The crane tension is greater than when it's placed along the horizontal. In horizontal motion, which lost long time, they compare with a rope is lifted in vertical. So this kind of application we are using some other automobiles. Let's see one more problem by using this. By comparing okay, let us consider three bodies. Bodies of masses m1, m2 and m3 are connected massless string shown in figure down. Massless string on the table, massless chain with inelastic string or with three bodies of masses M1, M2, M3 are connected by means of massless string on the table, that is a frictionless table. Place on frictionless table. Massless string, it's a place on the frictionless table. If M1 is equal to 10 kg, M2 is equal to 6 kg, for example, anyone, wait, M3 is equal to 4 kg. Three masses, a place on frictionless table with help of massless string. M1, M2, M3, that's a 10 kg, 6 kg and 4 kg. Some force. These masses are pulled by the force. F is equal to 40 Newton. What is T1 and T2? What is T1 and T2? Okay, let's see the diagram. Three masses. Body number 1 is M1. Body number 2, M2. Body number 3, M3. Connected by means of massless string. Massless string. Now, the force is pulled. The three masses are pulled by the force. F is equal to 40 Newton. F is equal to 40 Newton. Mass M1, what is 10 kg, M2 6 kg, M3 4 kg. All connected by the inelastic string. Massless string, inelastic, massless string placed on frictionless table. All three masses are pulled by the force of 40 Newton. What is a tension arise between these two bodies? What is a tension arise between these two bodies? So suppose between M1 and M2 is equal to T1. Between M2 and M3 is equal to T3. What is a T2? What is a T1? Now we are going to calculate. M3 connected by means of the string, the net force acting along this. So all the bodies are acting along this direction. So acceleration only along the horizontal. Okay, by using Newton's second law, now we are going to calculate the tension. I am going to calculate tension. So first use the free body diagram for M1. For M1, FBD, M1, FBD. Tensions are acting along this direction. T1. Acceleration also along this. For M2, tensions are acting along this direction. T2. The same time, tension is another tension is acting along opposite direction, but the acceleration along horizontal positive x-axis. Third case, for M3, force. This force acting along positive x-axis. T2 acting along negative x-axis, but acceleration along positive x-axis. Positive x-axis. By using this FBD, now we are going to calculate T1, T2. Okay. See the first one diagram. T1. By using the Newton's second law, F is equal to ma. F. How many forces? Force F is equal to ma. Tension acting along positive axis. T1 is equal to m1a. Acceleration along where the tension is produced. T1 is equal to m1a. Equation number 1. Equation number 1 by using the FBD of mass m1. m2. In the case of m2, acceleration along positive x-axis. Tension is also acting along positive x-axis T2, but T1 is acting opposite direction. Anyhow, net force acting along positive x-axis. Net force acting along positive x-axis. So T2 minus T1 is equal to M2A force. Equation number 2. Because accelerations acting along positive x-axis, tension acting along positive axis, T2, T1 acting negative y-axis, negative x-axis, but net force acting along positive x-axis. So T2 minus T1 is equal to M2A. In the case of mass 3, M3, force, net force acting positive x-axis, T2 acting opposite direction, acceleration along positive x-axis. So F minus T2 is equal to M3A, equation number 3. F minus T2 is equal to along positive x-axis M3A. Okay, by using this, now we are going to calculate T1 and T2. Okay, what is the T1? T1 is equal to M1A. T1 is equal to M1A. We know we have mass M1. M1 is equal to 10 kg. What is the acceleration? How to calculate the acceleration? F is equal to MA. A is equal to F by M. We know that all the three bodies connected by means of the string, pulled by the force F is equal to 40 Newton. F is equal to 40 Newton. Force 40 Newton. But all the three bodies are all acting along only the positive x-axis. So consider all three as a 1. Mass 1, mass 2, mass 3. Acceleration along this force F. So this mass of the body M1, M2, M3. So consider as a net mass of the body. So F is equal to MA or A is equal to F by M. So A is equal to F by capital M. So capital M is equal to A is equal to F divided by M1 plus M2 plus M3. Net mass on the body. All the three bodies are acting along only the positive axis. So A is equal to F, force 40 Newton. M1, what's the M1? 10. 10 plus 6 plus 4. 10 plus 6 plus 4. So 40. 10 plus 16, 20. 2 meter per second square. Acceleration calculated. A is equal to 2 meter per second square. We calculated. But we want to calculate what is the T1, what is the T2. T1 between M1 and M2. T2 between M2 and M3. T1, what is the formula? T1 is equal to M1A. T1 is equal to M1A. What is a M1? M1 mass at 10. A is equal to 2. So 20 Newton. 20 Newton produced between M1 and M2. 20 Newton. What is the T2? T2 calculated. How to calculate the T2? T2 minus T1 is equal to M2A. T1 already we calculated. So T2 minus T1 is equal to M2A. T2 is equal to M2A plus T1. It goes up, becomes a positive. T2, M2. What is the mass of the body? Second body mass 6 kg. 6. What is the acceleration? 20. Acceleration, 2. Plus, what is the T1? 20. 12 plus 20. So, 32 Newton. That is the T2. T2 is a 32 Newton. Here the 32 Newton. It's a 20 Newtons. By using the Newton free body diagram, we can easily find out what is the acceleration produced by the body and also the tension acting between the two bodies. Here the tension 1 and the tension 2, it's a net force. All the three bodies are pulled by the net force of 40 Newton. We calculated by using the free body diagram. So, Any bodies are connected by means of the string. When the force applied on the string either vertically or horizontally or inclined, some tension produced in the string, and also the acceleration effect when it is in an extent. So the acceleration and the tension can be calculated by using free body diagram and also using the Newton's second law. If you well known by using the Newton's third law, applying the free body diagram, any kind of problem can be solved. We will see some other topic next class. Thank you.